Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilante. I don't know how to say it. I want to say it, you know. Vigilante. Vigilant, maybe I should say it more like that. Season 1, episode 1. I'm not sure of, you know, this anime, if I'm gonna react to it or not. If you're watching this video on Patreon or on YouTube, it means that I decided to react to it. You know how it is with me, and if not, I'm gonna explain it to you right now. I'm never sure that I'm gonna react to something, like I'm waiting to watch 1 or 2 episodes before deciding to react to it entirely, to be sure that I'm gonna appreciate the show and all. Right there, you know that I love My Hero Academia. I binge watch all of My Hero Academia. You have all of my reactions and my thoughts to all of the seasons on my YouTube channel, on a playlist that I made on it, in which you can find all of the reaction videos into the chronological order. I'm gonna put the link right there. I have also a playlist for that on my Patreon, because yes, I have a Patreon, and for animes on my Patreon you have the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode. It's with the level 3, and you have episodes of advance right there. Normally it's gonna be like usual, meaning that you're gonna have 4 episodes of advance, meaning that if you're watching this right now on YouTube, normally on my Patreon they already have my reactions and my thoughts to the episode 4, which is apparently the final episode of this season 1. Like really, I'm not sure that I understood how this anime, this spin-off is gonna function, but that's gonna be like that. Guys, I had a little gap, a little place on my schedule for something new, and one of you guys told me about this anime. The fact that it was only 4 episodes, so I was like, hey, that's the perfect moment, you know, to react to it. It makes sense because I love My Hero Academia, and you know, it makes sense for me to watch it and maybe to react to it, even if I'm into a situation right now on my channel which is really complicated, in the sense that I don't want to react to new animes. And I'm really saying it like that, I don't want to react to new animes, new ones, because I plan to continue to react to the new seasons of Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, you know, like Jujutsu Kaisen. When we are gonna have these new seasons, I plan to be there, you know, and to react to these new seasons. But to new animes, it's complicated, because not so long ago I was targeted because I reacted to an anime, and reacting to animes, shows and movies, it's really rough. In fact, because the Japanese studios, they are not allowing anything, so we have to find ways to still react to it, but they are really rough, and they are not just targeting the videos, they are also targeting the channel. So I don't want to lose my channel because I'm reacting, you know, to animes. And I want to be there, you know, for the new seasons of these animes that we are already watching together. So that's why reacting to new animes for now, no, it's too much stress, you know, it's too much for me. So right there, this one, the fact that it's related to My Hero Academia, I'm like, okay, maybe I can. But I'm gonna do it like I did for the last episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen that I reacted to, and maybe at the end I'm gonna do that for each anime, I don't know. For now, I'm not feeling safe enough to do it in a different way, meaning that for this reaction video on YouTube, you're not gonna have the reaction part. You're gonna have the intro and the review on this reaction video on YouTube, but to have access to the reaction part, it's through a link that you have on my description. I'm still gonna respect the fair use rules, you know, on that reaction part that you're gonna have through that link, because I still want to be respectful with that for the content, you know, for the anime, for everything. So it's still respecting the fair use rules, meaning, you know, that it's that amount of the episode, meaning that I'm playing with the opacity, meaning that I'm cutting, you know, during the scenes and all. I want to continue to be respectful with that, but I can't put it, you know, directly on the YouTube video because I'm not feeling safe enough, because I have to do stuff like that. I hope that you understand. I hope that you're still gonna stay with me right there on YouTube for the intro and or the review to reward you know, the time that it's costing me to make these videos, and you'll see maybe, and maybe you're gonna find some of my thoughts and theories interesting, I don't know, maybe. So, for YouTube, intro and review right now on this video, the link for the reaction part on the description, still respecting the fair use rules. And if you want the full reaction part, everything, it's on my Patreon, level 3, and you have 4 episodes of advance. And yes, I'm reacting right now to this spin-off of My Hero Academia. I don't know what I'm gonna react to after. Surely no new anime on my channel during a long time, to be sure that I can still be there for the new seasons of My Hero Academia, of Jujutsu Kaisen, of Demon Slayer, of all of these animes that I'm already watching, discovering with you guys, and that I want to continue to watch and to discover with you guys. Okay, I don't know a lot about this show, if not that it's one season of 4 episodes, and at the time that I'm filming, the 4th episode is not out yet, for what I understood. The fact that it's a spin-off of My Hero Academia, the fact that it's about a boy, and for what I understood, like I read the synopsis of the anime, but it was some days ago, so for what I remember, it's a boy who has powers, you know, abilities, but he didn't get his license. Something like that. We'll see what's gonna happen during this anime. I cannot wait to discover that, and we're gonna discover it right now. Let's go for this first episode. I'm impatient to be back into this universe, it has been a long time. The fact that it's with new characters, for now I don't know how to feel about it, because I love our guys a lot. I don't know also how it's gonna be for the chronology. If it's before, after, during the OG anime, I don't know. Let's go. Okay, that's a good introduction, you know, for this anime. That's yeah, that's a good introduction. We have the 3 main characters with Koichi, Pop Stepper, and Knuckleduster or Duster, I don't remember. We have these 3, the fact that they don't have their licenses to be heroes, but they want to help no matter what. They're gonna go after that drug deal, you know, I mean more these drug dealers to discover more about it, the trigger drug, and about them, the ones who are making it, selling it, all of that. Okay. We have their personalities, the fact that the girl, she's singing, you know, an idol, singing like that into the streets. People are admiring her. Her ability as well. The fact that she might be the clever person, you know, into that group of 3 people. The fact that Knuckleduster is gonna be maybe a little more stupid, at least a little less clever. But everything is beginning with him, in fact. This information is about the trigger, about that drug. The thing about the black tongue is clearly determined. Maybe it's coming from something into his story, into his background. And we have Koichi, who is 19, who is living by himself, you know, without any family, who has a job also. Like, I'm wondering about his background. How did he end up right there? And beginning this anime, I thought that this main character, he didn't have his license because he failed, you know, he didn't manage to get it to enter into the schools, all of that. But not at all. He didn't even pass it. He thinks that his quirk is too weak for that. Is it the same for all of them? Like, did they just not try? You know what I think about all of that? I talked about it for My Hero Academia at several occasions, the fact that everything about that license, the fact that some people are heroes and some others are not, you need a license for that. For sure, I understand the logic behind it, the fact that if everyone is beginning to do justice by themselves, at some point we're gonna have an issue with it, and it's gonna be according to what rules. You need rules, you need to have some people who can and some others who can't. But there are ways to determine that. I don't appreciate it, you know, into this universe with their system. And right there, the fact that these three, they want to help and they have good intentions, we can see that they can truly help. Even if, you know, like for example, Knuckleduster, his way to do stuff, to confront people just like that, and maybe because of that, he's gonna end, you know, not torturing, but talking bad and hurting random people like that. Maybe this anime is gonna be a good way to talk about this system and to talk about the rules inside of this world. And I'm okay for it because that's something which was bothering me into My Hero Academia. So I'm glad about that. You know, all of the things about people who are judged according to their quirks, all of these kids also who are categorized, even if they are that young, as dangerous or not because of their quirks. And you know, everything about that, I have issues with it, and the fact that we have the proof that in fact a kid who can have a potential dangerous quirk, if that kid is well guided, loved, and if you're teaching and if you teach to that kid good stuff, at the end it's gonna be alright. We have the proof of it with a certain little girl with blue hair. And we have also the proof of the contrary, with kids who were not helped, supported, loved enough, or not at all, and because of that they became villains. So yes, I'm glad that we are gonna talk, surely, about all of that with this anime. The fact that it's lasting for 4 episodes, that I have trouble to understand it, because like that's it, it's already the end of the first episode and it was just the presentation of the context. I'm gonna make a little quick research about that because I'm a little disturbed, like with one episode, with the first episode being like that. For me, the first season should be at least 12 episodes, so 4 episodes only, I'm confused. Okay, apparently for the manga, you know, the books, it's 15 of them that you have. And for the adaptation in animes, yes, it's 4 episodes for now. Season 1 covers beginning, standard and Queen Bee arcs. So, I don't understand. It can't be only 4 episodes. I'm confused. 13 episodes! Ah bah si! I said 12! It's gonna be 13 episodes this first season. Ah but now it makes sense. Why did I see 4 episodes? Maybe because it's only 4 episodes which are out now, for now. Meaning that I'm gonna be right on time surely for... Ah but no, I'm never gonna be right on time. Like, you know, I plan to react to this anime 1 episode at a time, 1 episode each week. Maybe I can be right on time for 2 episodes each week. I don't know. But you know, I'm only gonna have days of delay, in fact, with the new episodes. Ah, that's interesting, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know at all, I don't know why, I thought that we would have only 4 episodes, but it's surely because I read somewhere that only 4 episodes were out and I misunderstood the thing. And in fact, this first season is gonna have 13 episodes. So that's pretty cool. And that's what I can imagine also after a first episode like that. At the end, the fact that we have Aizawa appearing, that's so cool. Ah, it means that we're gonna have other of our guys like that, like All Might, for example. The beginning, you know, the introduction of this episode is also telling us information about what we're gonna do right there with these Vigilantes. Why am I saying it? the Spanish way, Vigilantes, no, Vigilantes, maybe in English. And the fact that all of that is happening before Midoriya being at his academia, meaning before the OG anime. Okay, it helps, you know, to understand when, where, with who, all of that. Okay, that was a good first episode, clearly. The only default that I can find to it is Popper Stepper costume. You know what I think about it, I already talked about girls' costumes into My Hero Academia, the OG anime. The fact that sometimes I have the impression that they're showing too much their boobs, too much their asses, and for no reason, when it's clearly not necessary according, you know, to their abilities. So clearly it shocked me, and rather it shocks me that for that girl it's exactly the same. Even more because after that you have guys saying, see, she's showing her butts everywhere, so in fact we're right to harass her. Like, it's also because of things like that that I don't like for girls to have that kind of costumes. Like, I would be totally okay for them to have that kind of costumes if I would be sure that they would be safe, totally safe wearing them, but they're not gonna be safe. Into this universe, right there, she got attacked, harassed because of it, and also I'm suspecting that they are wearing that kind of costumes on screen for viewers who are creeps. You know, we have this kind of viewers watching animes and all, to have girls wearing that kind of costumes, and just because they are fucking perverts. So that's why I'm not feeling comfortable with them having this kind of costumes. I think that they are cute, these costumes, really. I love these costumes on them, but it's making me feel uncomfortable for all of these reasons. Okay, guys, I will see you for the next episode on another day. The fact that it's 13 episodes, it's a surprise, but it's a good surprise. So, yes. Normally I'm gonna react to this anime. Like I said on YouTube, rather you have the intro and the review part on this YouTube video. The reaction part, it's through a link on the description. And you have the full reaction part if you want on my Patreon. It's all for you and for me for today, guys. And it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Great.